Hey, got about I don't know, maybe an hour-ish before I gotta get stuff going, and figured I would show what I've been working on over the last night on the MPC for the Dibi Flip Session 16. I absolutely lost everything I was doing on the OPXY. Um, I don't know. I had some fun stuff going on over here. I was struggling with a few things a bit, but just kind of recording some samples out. Unfortunately, I forgot to click the save button, which is pretty important to make sure you save your work. It does not auto save, so you got to remember to create your project and save it and things. I feel like I've had it actually save things automatically for me before, which is why I probably got into a bad habit of not hitting save before powering it off. It might save between power on and power off sessions. I'm not sure, but I had started working on a completely different track, doing some drum and bass kind of stuff, and lost what I had been working on. So, been getting back, had a video or two what I've been kind of working on, but really trying to force myself to open up a few things. So, got this like really kind of like swung out drums that I programmed in. I have some more like straight up style stuff in here as well that I'll kind of play, but after I got this going, I was like, I need to start finding some different samples to kind of work with it. So, I don't know, I kind of like this swung, brooding kind of sound. I got like, I'm going to rename these, I guess, probably should do it now, but going through and trying to like find where things go. And none of this is affected. Like I might have done some pitching, but these are just like the samples that are in here. Unfortunately, the other part of like this chain is on the other page, so it just makes timing to switch it over a little bit tough, but so I mean, like, I almost have enough here to probably just build out one song with just these sounds, but probably need to break up these drums so I can kind of do a little bit more arranging, but I haven't gotten to that point yet. And the problem is, all these, like if I go back here for just this track, if I go into track edit, it's on mono, so a lot of the sound is getting kind of cut off by the next event coming in. So if I use the explode function, it's not going to get that chopping effect anymore, which is kind of a bummer because it can really mess up your flow quite a bit. I had that problem with just, let's see if I can zoom in a little. I'm using the SP404 Mark II anyway. See if it'll help make it easier to see. Maybe not. I can't tell. It's a little bit more legible on OBS. Anyway, so I got like this kick and snare that they're using the exact same drum chops, or not the same drum chops, but they're using the same drums that I'd loaded in, and these were all in one program. So when I would get the kick event and then do the snare, whatever the kick was playing, it would chop off the previously playing note. Problem is, once I exploded them from the previous track, the kick was playing and then had a whole bunch of hi-hats going that weren't really lining up well, and the snare had a similar problem. So I had to come in and basically on each of these go in and edit it so that I could have it split up. They're not perfect, which is, it's okay, but like if I go here, we can hear that there's a bit of a pop on it. So, I should probably really clean that up because it's just, otherwise becomes a whole thing. But to clean it up might be a little tough. Let's see if we can do it. We need to go to end. Okay, like that was, I said it was tough and I slid right into it. So I want to check the snare as well. Oop, I don't want to rename it. Let's get out of here. Still getting used to some of the interface things. Yeah, the explode also, whether I like it this or not, I'm not sure, but when you explode in MPC 3, you only get the one pad. So in MPC firmware 2, you would still reference the exact same program, but instead in MPC 3, the explode. This one sounds fine. Oop. Yeah, I guess like something that is occasionally creating a little bit of a like clipping or something. It might be my mixer. Maybe it's some rogue device. But yeah, on MPC 3, it basically copies it and makes a brand new program. So it causes some of these problems for, I'd say, some of the old style chopping and things. It just kind of is what it is, and we got to kind of deal with it. So, hey, greetings, 7:30. I forget, did I ask, are you, what time zone or where are you located? I'm on the East Coast in the U.S., but so it's 7:48 a.m. right now. Hopefully it's not too early for you. All right, so kind of got like this other stuff I've been working on. So all of this had also started as a lot of this was 2-bar loops that I was starting to work in. I've been slowly going through and trying to expand them from 2-bar to 4-bar. So I haven't done it for everything yet, but like for example, this was literally just like this 1-bar loop. And when I expanded it, I was like, I got to do something different here. Now you're in Connecticut. Cool, man. Got some friends down there that moved that way from New Hampshire. So, I don't know. Like, for me, trying to do this flip, it's been a little bit of a struggle because I just didn't gel with some of the sounds here, but been taking my time, kind of doing some super lazy chopping and then just trying to find sounds that I liked and kind of grab them, and then just moving stuff around to kind of keep the tracks moving. So like we move over to like this next one. Yeah, this one, I think this was the first 2 bars. So I kind of kept the first bar, repeat that again, and just found something else that I could do for like the end here. So the samples for this session, I'd say are, there's some interesting movement of effects, some like syncopated or wonky rhythms going on. So definitely if you take your time, you can go through and find some fun sounds. Let's switch this over to how I usually do this. I usually have timing correct on. At least that was kind of how I would work through this with firmware 2. It's similar anyway. Yeah, this one I actually just took the 1-bar pattern and just kind of shifted things up mostly. Actually, I think that's all. Yeah, I mostly shifted things up on this one just to get a couple variations going on. I actually think I did play this as 2-bar, but kept the rhythm similar. So I don't know, I kind of have like 2 separate songs here. for what I've got going on, and I need to figure out what I'm going to do. I did also pitch down this kind of funky loop. It made some bass. So some of these feel like they basically just pitched it down 12 semitones. And I was like, you know what, some of this might actually sound pretty good. Might need some EQ and things, but kind of go through this. So this is like one where I haven't, this is just the same 2 bars repeated back to back. So it might be worth trying to find something else to slide in here for the end. Like that one might, like that might fit. Let's cut that out and transpose this up. Might need a little bit more, but I don't know, maybe it's a little too high. I don't fully agree, but I think the MPC2 software has a lot of things that I know, like, if you've been a long time MPC user, there's just things that you expect for how it to work, and 3 doesn't do that. I understand fully why they are making this change, because there are things that the MPC, the old style MPC stuff does that does not make sense. It is pretty hard to explain to somebody that's coming from a DAW or more traditional sequencing. I really wish we could have tracks share the same program, because it would solve so many problems for me, but you know, we get what we get. And at least we can always move back to firmware 2 if we really need to. Kind of like that too. Kind of fit that in there maybe. Oh, did I not record that? This is the thing that also drives me nuts is, I don't know why, maybe I'm tapping it, but having record arm off, like just have it on and have it's easy to miss this. Maybe I'll get used to it, but. Because I know like we used to have it hidden as a button over here that, I don't know, the position change just messes with my head. All right, let's see what else we can do on some of these other ones. Let's scooch this one up. Maybe cut this out. Yeah, that works. Right, mute this, move to 3rd track. Which apparently I have nothing on it, so. that end part fully. I think it's the same sound too much after we just came out of there. That one. Maybe we can go with that. Transpose up, and then I'll just delete most of these. See how that works. Have you moved, if you're still out there 730, have you moved back to MPC2 firmware, or are you still on 3? I wonder if this would work better at the halfway. Definitely going to need to think about beefing these drums up. If I get time. Alright. Let's mute this. And let's keep going. What else do we got here? This was fun to make. I kind of feel like I should cut these out though and make a new track. Let's duplicate this. Get our start point. I'll just paste it in and nudge it over. Oh, see, this is where we opened up some more noise from the other track because this is no longer cutting it out. It's like a bongo or something, almost. Let's call it bongo. Good enough. Let's start from the beginning. I don't know, this is like some kind... It sounds like a weird marble dropping on a xylophone or something. I think I'm okay. Maybe we should try and find one more. I can just drop that in there, see if it sounds all right. Still a little bit. All right, let's... I don't know. As I said, it sounds like a xylophone. I'll just call it xylo. All right. Good there. Bongos kind of get some changes up on 4 bars. This is kind of weak. Hey, DJ Gabri, how you doing, man? I mean, I think this is fine. Once we get the kick and snare going, it's weak by itself. Probably use some volume changes. I can come back and do that later, though. I was kind of working on this weird... Yeah, like this tail... Oh, wrong track. It's just at the end of the second and fourth. I could probably do something more interesting with it, but it was just I don't know, I grabbed the samples. Maybe it just should only be on the fourth. Let's see if this still works okay with... Hey, we're in Germany. I have been to Munich before. Took my family on a European trip for fun, and Munich was definitely a very, I'll say, business. It wasn't like a touristy place, but we had a ton of fun. Went to go see the Olympic Stadium, among other things. Pretty, I liked it. My biggest shock for Europe, and I mean I knew this because I've been to Europe so many times, but just forgot because it's a different trip when you have family with you. But a lot of restaurants and grocery stores not being open on the weekend is much different than in the U.S. So especially when you're traveling in the U.S., it's just you can find food anytime, but you gotta prepare a little bit more if you're in certain places in Europe. All right, I don't know, that thing's not doing it for me, I guess. Alright, I think this was... I'm gonna have to do some work beefing up all these drums here. Alright. Should probably move these drums over because they don't go with, I don't think they go with some of this other stuff. I mean, it kind of works, but I feel like the bassier ones work better with those drums. You can barely hear those. Guess this wonky drums is a little much. I feel like these drums are just too interesting to... I don't know if I should even use any of the other drums. Because like you hear this, and to me it's like, okay, whoop-de-doo that you've got. I mean, this pair's not bad either. Maybe I gotta save these, this other set of drums for the end of the track. But if I cut these out, let's see. Like, this is as boring as you could possibly get. It's just not interesting. I should just delete these. Or do we give it another try? And it's like a clap and snare built into one. This is just going to put everybody to sleep. Hey, Ocho, man, how you doing? Had too much there. All right, I'm gonna A/B these. I feel like this one's not as interesting as this other one. See, with all these coming together, it gets you out of being boring. And I'm trying, I guess. It's so hard to compete with this one. That's probably too much. Too many at the same time. Let's go over a look at this one because I'm not sure. Yeah, this is a 2-bar that needs to be turned into a 4. Might be able to slide these down. Let's see how it sounds. Transpose. So, let's go down here. Something different to happen on these two as well. Let's see. That's not bad. Maybe we cut this out and move up. Switch over to the next one. This one's maybe too hard. Or this becomes the end to transfer into, or maybe just the end. I guess I would need to track group all these if I wanted to really play it live. All right, anything else worth messing with? Could go for like something really quiet. Make like a intro kind of sound. Let's duplicate this. I'll give it a try. It may be outro. I don't know. Let's see. What do we have for drums? We want to play to this. Let's get rid of the bongos. Go hats. Gotta mix it up a little. Let's try. Can't do this. I just want the... I think I want the second hit there. Maybe the first one down there. Let's abuse the heck out of these drums. Like too much. Again, I feel like I just made like a third potential track. I don't know if I could jam all this into a minute and a half. I don't know, kind of like the first one. Just so pushed back. I don't know how I transition from this to like, I guess just gonna do some light stuff. It's too much. I'm gonna have to think about that. That floor drums might need to be broken up. Maybe we go from this one to here, because this is a little, this stays kind of more digital artifacty, although it's definitely louder. Probably need to mix it down. Well, guess I'll take a break from this here. Just say thanks everybody for stopping by. Keep making music, keep having fun. Remember, if it sounds good, it is good. And peace.